There's one thing I want to make very clear today. This message is very clear. Take it serious. Praise God. People who are chosen to serve the living God can never ever be defeated. No matter the weapons you are coming with, no matter the idols you brought in, no matter the juju you are prepared, no matter how equipped you are, coming from the bush or coming from anywhere, people who has chosen God, these people who has believed in Christ Jesus, you cannot overcome them. You cannot defeat them. When you come in like a flood, the Spirit of God will raise a standard. Be careful with the people, especially the people of the southeast. Be careful with them. Be careful with them. They can only bring your rising. Don't let them bring your downfall. And they will not bring your downfall until you want to pull them down. You want to pull them down, you pull yourself down. You want to destroy them, you destroy yourself. You want to sideline them, you sideline yourself. You want to lock them up, you lock yourself. You put them in prison, you prison yourself. Because Oji Madonana, be careful with the people, especially called biafra bite. Be careful with them. Be careful with them. Be careful with them. These are not ordinary people. These are spiritual entities that God have brought on the face of the earth. Because this was called the Israel building the temple, and this was called a code and a dot that bring together the Israel of this generation, the tribe of Israel of this generation. Be careful. Let these people be a blessing to you, never to be a curse to you. Be careful, because major prophet of God, I stand in the prophetic. You have never given me money. Did you pay me? Have you feed me? Have you bring the seed? Oh, let me build a church for him. No. For you to know, I am not after what you're going to give me. I am after the truth. And truth is what will stand. Be careful with the people of Biafra. Leave them alone. Let them be. Leave them alone. Let them be. They will bring your downfall when you want to pull them down. You want to kill them, you kill yourself. You want to destroy them, you destroy yourself. You want to lock them up, you lock yourself. Be careful. Be very, very careful. This is major prophet of God. I'm just a prophet saying what God has put in my heart to say. And as a prophet of the whole world, I don't know why God chose me to continue to speak about their matter, because it is something that has what's called the dot connecting to the temple, Jerusalem temple. People who are going to play the highest role there are the people you are trying to toy with. But a time comes, everything will burst out. Whatever is covered will open. Whatever is hidden will be unveiled. A time shall come, and the prison cannot contain him anymore. And that is why they took Jesus and they put him in the grave. They killed him and they put him in the grave. They said the end has come, and they covered him, believing that his chapter is closed. But they never know that there's Ancient of Days, there's Lion of the tribe of Judah, there's superpower that governs the universe. He's the one that speaks a word. Heaven and earth came into existence. They never knew all of these things, and they took him, crucified him, buried him, and forgot about him, and took soldiers, took army, took all kinds of security that they should make sure it doesn't rise again. But on the third day, the Alpha and Omega, the mighty one, the Holy One, he said, I cannot allow my Holy One to remain in the grave. There was a vibration. There was a vibration, an earthquake. There was an earthquake, a high magnitude of earthquake. The earthquake was so much that people cannot control. Even the security became like dead people. They became like dead people. And the angels came in and rolled the stone away. Yagadabaya. Ragataboyakush. Yeah! Shatakaboya diada baya nikaladaya. Nishaya kaporo braida baya katele baya dabuj. Rete kopra baya daya. Shaki kaka proposi brabahadia nagozoyadia. Rapatana mo shake abaya da. The angels came. Roll the stones away. The stones of your trouble, the stones of your pains, the stones that manipulate the destiny that came to the world to be a blessing to Africa. The stone that said no, the blessing cannot be. Torment and trouble the people, kill the people, chase them away. The angels will come. They are already rolling the stones away. Maka brombo jabra babara da hanush. Ika bambo cobra badia da bariko shitada. The blood was shed, and the blood took over everything. The blood settled the matter. Odigi ke puriguzo, odigi ke puriguzo, odigonye puriguzo no bara Jesus. The blood was shed, and the blood went into action. The blood took away our sins. The blood paid the price. The blood became everything for us. The blood has redeemed, has set us free. That we will no longer live for ourselves. We live for Him. You that persecute the church, you persecute yourself. You that trouble the church, no man can kick against the brick. Whosoever jammeth the rock shall be broken into pieces. And whosoever the rock shall jam shall be grounded into powder. For the rock is the rock of defense. The rock is the rock of ages. The rock of my salvation. Thank you for watching this very program. The Lord is with you, and the Lord continue to protect you wherever you are. Whoever torment you or trouble your life is troubling Christ and troubling God. God will fight for you and fight for me. In many ways, I've tasted all thy power. Jesus, you are so good. Oh. You are a great God. Oh. In many ways, I've tasted all thy power. Jesus, you are so real. Oh. You are a great God. In many ways, I've tasted all thy power. Jesus, you are so good. Oh. You are a great God. Oh. In many ways, I've tasted all thy power. Jesus, you are so good. You are a great God. I said in many ways, I've tasted all thy power. Jesus, you are so good. You are a great God. I said many ways, I have tasted all thy power. Jesus, you are so good. You are a great God. In many ways, I've tasted all thy power. Jesus, you are so real. You are a great God. I
All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back update and information as the hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drops, you go be the first we will collect it. Let's go down to the news proper. As the hot, I go to bring that to you one by one. It don't share for the Obodo as offices, several United States government agencies are expected to release investigation report on Friday, May 2nd, in connection with the decade-old alleged drug-related cases involving Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The release follows a directive from U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, which mandated the involved agencies, excluding the Central Intelligence Agency (CIA), to submit a joint status report and disclose relevant documents by the state deadline. The U.S. Attorney's Office, Department of State, Federal Bureau of Investigation, Internal Revenue Services, Drug Enforcement Administration (DEA), and the CIA are among the agencies expected to comply. Judge Barry Howell, presiding over the case, ruled in favor of transparency in response to a Freedom of Information Act (FOIA) suit filed in June 2023 by American transparency activist Aaron Greenspan. Howell stated that continued withholding of the document was neither logical nor plausible. Greenspan submitted 12 FOIA requests between 2022 and 2023 to 6 different U.S. agencies seeking records from a joint federal investigation allegedly involving Tinubu and 3 others: Lee Andrew Edward, Muiz Adegboyega Akande, and Abiodun Agbele, said to be associated with a drug trafficking operation. Meanwhile, the presidency has downplayed the significance of the court-mandated release, asserting that documents do not contain any new or incriminating information against President Tinubu. All right, this is coming from America. A lot of people want to look into President Tinubu's boxers, of which the American government has been so much diplomatic about. You know, they have been so much diplomatic about that because if you release this one, my brother, even though that we are in Africa, a lot of things usually doesn't go as it should because Africa somehow is the home of corruption, as some people put it. Because the reason is that a lot of things have happened in this country of which we do not see the outcome. Lagos socialite e-money freed after EFCC questioning over naira abuse. Remember that yesterday, E-Money was arrested by EFCC. According to them, they say that he was abusing the naira currency. But the information reaching to us say that he was not actually abusing the naira currency. That he was abusing the currency he abused was the euro. But as he was abusing the euro and pound, that his leg touched the naira. Too much story behind that. Let's go down to that information. After hours of questioning by operative of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, all right, currently, E-Money has regained his freedom as he has taken to his social media handle to let the people know that he has been released from the DSS custody as he dey be. I dey wonder, EFCC, all the people where they pack our money, they pack Nigeria money, they carry go abroad. Why have you not arrested them? Another question I have for the EFCC is how about the recovered funds? The funds that were recovered during the time of Muhammad Buhari. A lot of people were arrested during that time. Now the question is where has this fund been deposited, or what has the fund been used for? Because we have not seen any input that this fund, which were recovered by the EFCC, has made in the economy. Neither do we know where these funds were kept, because there were a recovery of a lot of funds. A lot of funds were recovered during the government of Muhammad Buhari, but the funds today, we have no trace of it. So we would want the EFCC to tell us where these funds have been kept and what had happened to these funds, because Nigerians have the right to know what is happening in their country, to know where the funds that were recovered by the EFCC were kept. All right, as it dey be. All right, as it be, IPOB freedom fighting, my fundamental right, Kanu, in a statement admitted in court. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has insisted that his fight for the emancipation of the Southeast, South-South, and part of Benue and Kogi State is his fundamental right and not terrorism as alleged by the federal government. Kanu, in his statement made to the operatives of the Department of the State Service DSS in Lagos on October 15, 2015, claimed that freedom fighting is not a crime in any part of the world, including Nigeria, because it is a fundamental right. In the statement read out in the open court on Tuesday and admitted as exhibit, the detained Biafra Nation agitator said he was interrogated by the DSS without the presence of his lawyer as required by law. He claimed not to be involved in any violence in any part of the country because he has not linked with anyone. The statement was brought to court by operatives of Department of State Service (DSS), while the federal government lawyer Adegboyega Solomon applied that it should be read in the open court. Consequently, and due to no suggestion from Kanu's legal team, the statement was read by DSS operatives, who is testifying as a federal government prosecution witness. Apart from the statement, the video recording of the interrogation of Kanu were played in the open court due to no objection from Kanu's legal team. The statement and the video clip have been admitted as exhibit by the trial judge, Justice James Omotosho. Apart from the statement and the video clip, 4 suitcases that contain various items recovered in the hotel room where Kanu was arrested on October 15, 2015 were also brought to court and admitted as exhibits. The 4 suitcases contain personal belongings of the defendant, especially the biafra radio equipment. In the statement and video clip, Kanu admitted establishing Radio Biafra in London, where it was registered. He admitted not registering the radio station with the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC) because there was no need for it. All right, this is coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's table as his case proceeds. I wonder when having radio equipments have become a crime. Of course, you know that as it is now, the case is becoming diluted day by day and time after time as it dey be. As it dey be, they say judge seizes phone of Nnamdi Kanu's sister-in-law over alleged live video in court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's sister-in-law was trying to make a live video in court, and the judge seized it. I wonder if that is a crime. I don't know, but you can drop your comment on the comment section to let us know if making a live video on a court proceedings, whether it is a crime. I am not a legal practitioner, so I don't know if it is a crime or not. But of course, you know, in this country, a lot of fundamental rights infringement have been done on a lot of people, so we don't even know what is right, what is the people's fundamental right, and what is not their fundamental right. All right, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain, and if this is your first time of joining us, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button. Thank you for listening. God bless you.